עמך תשים לעולם, תשים לעולם, תשים לעולם. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech adon lecho hashalom. Ki ata hu melech adon lecho hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. B'tov be'einecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael bechol leil ubechol sha'ah bishlomecha. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech adon lecho hashalom. Ki ata hu melech adon lecho hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. B'tov be'einecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael bechol leil ubechol sha'ah bishlomecha. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki Ata Hu Melech Adon Lecho HaShalom. Ki Ata Hu Melech Adon Lecho HaShalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam.
Shabbat Shalom. Maya Hayom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Maya Hayom. Only 4 words, 5 words. Shabbat Shalom. Rabbi knows my math. Maya Hayom. Shabbat Shalom. 5. I got it right the last time. All right. So my last guess was it.
Be sure everybody knows what it means. Shabbat Shalom, you know that? Work our way backwards. Ma'yafeh Hayom. Hayom means today. Ma'yafeh. How beautiful is this day? Shabbat Shalom.
And Alvena, we welcome the angels as well as our beautiful friendship together tonight, the community. Angels in our midst with Shalom Aleichem, which is on 13b. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem leShalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni leShalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seitem leShalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Come on in. We continue with Lechuna Ranana Ladonai Nariel Itzu Yishenu as we sing to the Lord on page 24 at the top. Lechuna Ranana. Lechune Ranina, Lechune Ranina, Lechune Ranina Ladonai.
naria letzur yishenu bizmiro naria lo lechu neranena l'Adonai lechu neranena Arbaim shana kud bedor va'omar amto elei v'avhem vehem lo yadu drachai asher nishpati ve'api im yevon el menuchati. Page 26. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. Sing a new song to God. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai barechu shemo. Basru miyom leyom yeshuato. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai barechu shemo. Basru miyom leyom yeshuato. Sapru b'goyim kevodo bechol hamim lifnei otav ki gadol Adonai umhulam meod nora kol al kol Elohim. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai barechu shemo. Basru miyom leyom yeshuato. Sabru v'vodo v'kol hamilotav. Amol Adonai mishpechot aminot v'Adonai kamolaot v'Adonai kamotim. Four lines from the bottom of that page. Let the heavens be glad, that the earth and all it contains roar in praise. Yismechu, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, V'tagel haaretz. Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, V'tagel haaretz. Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam me'umedo. Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam me'umedo. Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, V'tagel haaretz. Livnei Adonai kiva lishpot haaretz, yishpotim b'tzedek, yamim b'emunato. We'll continue on the bottom of page 28 and 29. His light is sown for the righteous, and the joy for the upright in heart. We exult in the Lord and give thanks to God's holy name. Or Zarua La Tzadik. Or Zarua La 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 Tzadik. Try it with me. Or Zarua La 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 Tzadik. One more time. Or Zarua La 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 Tzadik. U Yisrael Simcha. U Yisrael Simcha. U Yisrael Or Zarua La 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 Tzadik. Or Zarua La 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 Tzadik. U Yisrael Simcha. U Yisrael Simcha. Yisrael Simcha. We'll continue. Woo at the end? All right. I like that. I'm going to add that next Sunday. Okay. Page 32. At the end of Psalm 99, Romamu Adonai Eloheinu v'yishtachavu le'har kodshu. Romamu Adonai Eloheinu v'yishtachavu le'har kodshu. Romamu Adonai Eloheinu v'yishtachavu le'har kodshu. Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romamu. Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romamu. Romamu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu le'har kodesho. Romamu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu le'har kodesho. Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romamu. Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romamu. Psalm 29, page 36. Mizmor leDavid, Havul Adonai b'nei Elim, Havul Adonai kavod ha'oz, Havul Adonai kevod shemo, Ishtachavu l'Adonai b'hadrat kodesh. Kol Adonai al hamayim el hakavod irim. Adonai al mayim, hamayim rabim. Kol Adonai ba'koach, Kol Adonai be'anar. Kol Adonai shover arazim, vayshaver Adonai et hazei havanon. Vayarkidem kemo venke Lebanon veSirion kemo bein re'emim. Kol Adonai hotzei lavotesh, Kol Adonai yachir bidvar yachir Adonai bidvar kadesh. Kol Adonai cholel hayalot Vayekesov Yeharot Uvehechalot כולו מכבוד, כולו אומר כבוד. אדוני תממו ישב, וישב אדוני מלך לעולם. אדוני עוז מעמו ייתן, אדוני יברך את עמו השלום. Continue as we welcome the Sabbath bride on page 40 with Lecha Dodi, page 40. Lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad, Hishmiyanu el hamichad. Adonai echad u'shmo echad, L'shemo tiferet v'litila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'necha, כי מקור הברכה מראש מקדם נשואה. סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. מקדש מלך עיר מלוכה ומצאים יטרח בך. רב שבט בעמק הבכה והוא יחמול עלי חמלה. lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. התנערי מעפר כולי, לבשי בידי תברך עמי. היד בין ישי בין הלחמי, קרא אל נפשי גאלה. lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי, 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 שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. לא תבושי ולא תקמי, מה תשתוכחי ומעטעמי בך יכסו. ענייה מבניו נטע יראתי לה. lecha likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. והיו למשיסה שעושי ורקה כול כל מבלייך יסיס עלייך אלוהי. כמסוס חתן הכלה. lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. ימין ושמאל תפארות צבעי את אדוני. תעריצי איש ועם פרצי ונשמחה ונגילה. lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. בואי בשלום, עטרת בעלה גם וצולתו ומולי הסגולה בואי חלה לכתובי לקראת קהלה פני שבת לקבלה.
As we go up to the Sabbath, we continue now with the song for the Sabbath day, page 44.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, ואמונתך בלילות, עלי עשור ועלינה, ולעלי היגיון בכינור. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. ויגידו חסדך צדיק כתמר יפרח, כארץ בלבנון יזכה, שתולים בבית אדוני, וחצרות אלוהינו יבריחו. אור עיניהם בסבע, דשנים רעננים יהיו. להגיד כי השער אדוני צורים לא עוולה תבוא. יללי 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 יללי
Let us turn to page 50 where we pray responsively. Shabbat has come and brought with it its embrace of peace, with the angels of peace, with healing and hope. Together, bless us, O Lord, as we worship together. Help us to share this Shabbat. We thank you, God, for the strength to work. We thank you also for the gift of rest. The gift of Shabbat, a reminder of our liberation from each of Shabbat. May this Shabbat bring us liberation from care and worry, from anxiety and fear. May it break the chains which enslave us, keeping us in bondage to unworthy habits. May this Shabbat help us to free ourselves from petty thoughts, harsh words, and mean acts. Inspire us for the liberation of all, from poverty and ignorance, violence and hate. May this Shabbat lead us to list in your service, to obey your commandments, and to live by your laws, so that every day may be blessed by your peace. The spirit of Shabbat will govern our lives. And in that spirit, the spirit of Shabbat, we take the opportunity to look back on the days that have passed. Think about how was your week? Everybody have a good week? Everybody have a bad week, by the way? Yeah. No hot water for how many days? From since Wednesday morning? I was going to say there is a shower here in the synagogue. Those people don't realize that. Why isn't there a shower here? So it's in the bathroom down here. Just in case, occasionally, maybe your clergy is staying late or somebody, and they have something. There was one time, I'll tell you a story. I rode my bike shortly after the synagogue had opened, and I rode my bike up here to the synagogue, and I was all schwitzy and everything. And somebody drove up, and they wanted to see the synagogue. It happened to be someone who had been a generous supporter, and they wanted to show off the synagogue and the rabbi to their friends. So I just said, well, the rabbi will be here in a little while. So anyway, and I quickly took a shower. So that, and we also have pickleball now. And we have basketball. So we definitely need a shower.
Maybe an outdoor shower, like an outdoor shower. Yeah, like they have at the beach. Yeah, that's
That'll be on the next,
that's
on their next project.
one.
When they build the tennis court.
Yeah.
So, step by step. But by the way, on Sunday we have a special thing going on.
Yes, we do.
And Marshall, the kid has been out practicing.
I have.
He's got game, I gotta tell you.
I've been practicing.
He's been good.
Yeah,
So it's
Ryan,
cool.
come on Sunday.
Yeah, come if you
Yeah.
can. But anyway, this past week I had an amazing week. Fortunately, and so happy that Kathy was able to
Yeah.
join for part of it.
Wonderful.
I put together a conference for the Zionist Rabbinic Coalition, and it was called Advocating for Israel, More Challenging and More Important Than Ever. And we had somewhere around 50 rabbis who came from all across the country, all different movements, to participate and we'll study together, to talk together, and to hear from experts on a lot of different things pertaining to Israel and the Middle East. And our closing session was a really amazing, beautiful one. It was at the Embassy of Israel with Ambassador Herzog, who just gave he was supposed to be with us for 30 minutes, it was for an hour, and just an amazing perspective about every aspect of the issues confronting Israel, whether it was geopolitical, whether it was internal, or whatever. I'll be happy to share a little bit with you afterwards. But what I want to do is, as we do, and as is our custom between Kabbalat Shabbat and Mariv, to take these moments to think back on what this week was like, because otherwise they just fly right by. So we take these moments now for our private, personal meditation, prayer, and reflection. Page 51. And so as we come together and we gather to worship on Erev Shabbat, we blend our voices, we join our hearts, we link ourselves to the generations of our people that came before us, through the ages and across many, many lands. As they prayed the words which we are now about to hear and utter ourselves, they gave to us their thoughts, passed on their hopes, gave us their vision and their faith in the future. And so these ancient words, which now are a part of our worship, stir us anew each and every time and invite us each and every time we hear them, so we can add our voices and our words, our thoughts and our feelings to the ones that come before us and that should go across time. Let us therefore rise now to be summoned and to respond as we turn to the Baruch Hu, page 52. Seated. Praise you, O God, whose word brings on the dusk of evening. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu haolam, asher bidbaro, ma'ariv aravim, b'chokhmah potech sharim, u'bitfuna mishnei tim, b'chalif hazmanim, v'misadet kochavim b'mishoteim, b'rakiah kirtzono. For you, O God, are the one who creates day and night, alternating darkness and light, creating and ruling over nature. Oriyim v'layla, golei olam v'nei choshev, v'choshev v'nei olam.
ומעביר יום ומעביר לילה, מבדיל בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו, אלוהי וקיים, תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד, ברוך אתה אדוני, אמר לי רבים.
Turn to the reading on page 54. Unfailing night follows day, which will again pierce the shadows with ever-winding arcs of light. The earth, planets, galaxies, like the infinitesimal particles, radiating earth in their orbits, around them and beyond, fill our minds with wonder. Their position and predictability tell us that we confront a reality vastly greater than any formula can contain. The awesome, creative, and ordering power which we barely glimpse or comprehend, help us become what our potential promises. O Lord, in the daily rotations of this planet, we behold and hail a vision of your sovereignty. So rule over us day by day and strengthen us at nightfall. When we pray, we're saying words which I just introduced with the reading before, which are bequeathed to us, came to us in generations earlier than us. Page 63. So when we pray, let us affirm our faith in Torah, for it is our people's legacy of learning and faith, for there are no words more challenging than the words, Kadoshim to you, you shall be holy. There's no more command more basic than, V'ahavta, you shall love. There's no insight so fundamental as Bereshit Elohim, in the beginning God. Indeed, there are no words that are as life-enhancing as the words Tanuchu, you shall rest. No cry is more compelling than the words Shalach et Ami, let my people go. No consolation more comforting than the words that I am with you in your pain and in your distress. There's no more hopeful vision than the words V'chitatu, you shall beat their swords into plowshares. No summons more demanding than the call, Tzedek, Tzedek Tirdof, justice, justice shall you pursue. Indeed, all of these words have outlived monuments, they've outlived empires. That's because they live through us, and we want them to live through us, through the end of time. We owe it to our ancestors to keep Torah alive. They struggled and they suffered in order to preserve our way of life. They knew that this is their most precious gift that they could give to us. And we also owe it to those who come after us. We owe it to our children to keep Torah alive. For why should they be spiritual pumpers when the riches of the Jewish heritage, people, and tradition can be theirs? We owe it to the world to keep Torah alive. This is a message which the world needs to hear. And finally, we owe it to God to continue as a people, to share God's dream, to bear witness to God's sovereignty, and to live the words of Torah. So with that, we turn now to page 218, the prayer which expresses our gratitude for God giving us the gift of Torah in love. Page 218.
אהבת עולם בית ישראל עמך אתה תורה ומצוות חוקים ומשפטים אותנו לימדת על כן אדוני אלוהינו בשוכבנו ובקומנו נשיח בחוקיך ולשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו ואורך ימינו ובהם נגן יומם ולילה יומם V'adech ha'nesim mimenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levacha ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אלוקים מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשופך ובקומך וקשרתם מאוד על ידיך והיו לתותפות בין עיניך וכתבתם המזוזות ביתך ובישעריך.
Let's pray together in the English on page 221. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your might. You shall take to heart these words, which I command you this day. You shall teach them diligently to your children. You shall repeat them at home and away, when you lie down at night, and when you rise up in the morning. You shall bind them as a sign upon your arm. They shall be a reminder above your eyes. You shall inscribe them on the doorposts of your homes and on the gates of your cities. 226 and May you continue your protecting care over Israel, O Lord, and guard all your children from disaster. When the children of Israel beheld your might, they gave thanks to you, and they praised your name.
ומלכותו ורצון קיבלו עליהם משה ובני ישראל, ניחנו שירה ושמחה רבה, ואמרו כולם מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך בדם הקודש נורא תהילות עושי פלא. עבודך ראו בניך וכימים בני משה, זני אנו ויאמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר יפדה אדוני יעקב וגאלו יר חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני גיא ישראל.
228.
השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. ושמור צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ושלום, מעתה ועד עולם. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ברוך אתה אדוני הפורש סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים. Please rise. Vishamru, page 230. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. איי 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 ביני ובין בני ישראל לא תראה עולם, כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת וינפש. יתקדש שמי רבה, ויעמד יברכי רותי, ויעמד מלכותי, וחיי כל וביום כל ובחיי דרכו בית ישראל, בעגלה בעגלה ובזמן קריב בימרו, אמן. יהי שמנה במבורך לעולם ימי המיה, יתברך וישתבח, יתבער ויתרומם וינשא ויתעלה 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 לשם לקודשה, לעילה מכל ברכתה לשירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, תמירה ועלמה וימרו.
With individual silent prayers as found on pages 234, 235, and in our hearts.
ופי יגיד תהילתה. Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. This one's only 2 words. You can do it. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
Page 244.
ויחולו השמיים והארץ בכל זמן, ויחל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה, וישמור ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה, ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי, ויקדש אותו, כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו, כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו, אשר ברא אלוהים, אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו, אלוהי אברהם, אלוהי יצחק ואלוהי יעקב, האל הגדול הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון כל שמיים בארץ, מגן נבוא מדברו, מקיים מתים במאמרו, האל הגדול שאין כמוהו, המניח לעמו ביום שבת קודשו, כי בם רצה להניח לכם, כי בם רצה להניח לכם, לפניו נעבוד ביראה ופחד, ונודה לשמו בכל יום תמיד מעין הברכות. אל ההודעות אדון השלום, מקדש השבת בורק שלי, ומניח לי קדושה לעמק שני עונג זכר למעשה בראשית. אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו רצה מנוחתנו, קדשנו במצוותיך ותן חלקנו בתורתך, שבענו מטובך ושמחנו בישועתך, וטהר ליבנו לעבדך באמת, והנקילנו אדוני אלוהינו, ויבוא רצון שבת קודשך, ינוחו ישראל, מקדש שמך. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השם.
May our practice and fulfillment and observance of your mitzvot lead us to holiness, so we may be among those who devote themselves to your Torah. Page 250. Kaddish Shalom.
יקרא ויקרא שם רבה, למען יברכותי וימים מלכותי וחי כל ימים וכל חי לכל בית ישראל, ולאו זמן קריב ימירו, אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעולם עולם והוויה. יתברך וישתבח ויתברך ויתרומם וינשא, וידע ויתעלה ויתעלה, שמי קודשה. לעילא מכל ברכתה ושירתה, תשבחתם נחמתם ורבי עמה במהרו, אמן. תגבר סוד ובון ובון וכל ישראל, קדם ובון וישמעיה במהרו, אמן. יהי שלום הרבה מן שמעיה, וחיים עלינו ויעקב ישראל במהרו, אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל במהרו, אמן.
Earlier I asked how your week was, and then encouraged you to reflect back and to think about this week. But one of the questions I want to ask is, did anybody have to make any decisions this week? We make decisions every moment of every day in many respects, but if you think about it, like, were there any important big decisions you made this week? Decide to do something, decide to get a new car, whatever you, right, decide, trying to figure out where you're gonna take your shower, where to get a new hot water heater from, okay, good. Evan?
Our office got a call from Homeland Security that all of our computer systems were about to be shut down. We had to very quickly decide that all our computer systems were about to be attacked. We had to decide very quickly whether that was real or not.
Wow.
It was real.
Oh my God, just to repeat, so everybody can, Evan said he got a call from, his office got a call from Homeland Security telling him that all of their security systems were about to be hacked and they had to decide, is that real or not? Like, quickly, huh?
Your medical office?
Yeah.
And how did you ascertain that it was in fact a real call and not a?
Our security people were able to, had some sort of code or something that we were able to understand that this was real. The first call we got was from a member of our staff, and they thought it was not real.
Okay.
And then it went to our security people,
Wow.
our computer.
So what did you have to do? You shut everything down
Shut
immediately?
everything down, and we found out the next day that 12,000 medical practices were hacked.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And what would people be doing with medical practice?
Well, it's ransomware.
Okay.
All that data.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so that's quite a challenge you had to deal with and make a decision quickly. Anybody else, and not quite that dramatic, anybody else have anything that they were thinking about trying to decide this week? String beans or carrots, plastic or paper, yeah? Okay, so solar panels. Wonderful, solar panels, that's cool. Unbelievable. Well, the reason I mention it is because we have to make decisions each and every moment of every day. Every day. We probably don't think about it, but by asking this question, we're thinking a little bit about it. So how do we make decisions and who are those decisions for? Well, one of the things is we look in the Torah portion of this week, and it opens with these following words. Shoftim v'shotrim titen lecha. That you shall have judges and magistrates for all of your tribes and all of the settlements that the Lord has given you. So there are some decisions that we make, and then there are others which we kind of outsource, so to speak. That there are judges who are making the decisions for us as to what to do, what is right and what is wrong. You know, in the book of Deuteronomy, of course, we have the famous passage, Tzedek, Tzedek Tidoth. Justice, justice shall you pursue. So how do we do that? But one of the things that I love is when our sages just pay such close attention to the nuance of subtle little things in the letters and in the words of Torah. Because if you listen very closely, what it says is Shoftim v'shotrim. Shoftim means judges. Shotrim means officers. Titen lecha, you shall have, or you shall give to yourself, is really what it is. Titen lecha, v'chol sha'arecha, in all of your gates, asher Adonai lecha noten lecha l'shivtecha, and in all of the settlements which the Lord your God is giving unto you, v'shaftu et ha'am mishpat tzedek, and they shall judge the people with justice. There's an extra little word in there. Shoftim v'shotrim, judges and justices shall you have, but it says, titen lecha, you shall have for yourself. For yourself. And based on that, our rabbis have a wonderful, wonderful teaching, which is one of the most difficult things that we do, not just the decision we make for ourselves, but the judgments that we make, not just about ourselves, but judgments we make about others. And it is so easy to be judgmental. It is so easy to be critical of another person. And what this is telling us is before you go out and you become a judge, you have to first judge yourself. Before you go out and you criticize someone else, that's what it's saying. Titen lecha. First, look within yourself. It's a fantastic piece of advice and a great recommendation for us. And I think our world would be such a better place if we just took to heart this basic teaching. Shoftim v'shotrim titen lecha. And that's why our sages teach us the importance not of judging others critically, and that judges themselves have to look within as well. There's a story, I'll close with this joke I came across, which says that a defendant was a second offender, and he was standing before the judge, who was about to give him a sentence for having robbed a house. And the judge said, for stealing during the day, I'm fining you $10,000, and I'm sentencing you to 6 months community service.
And the Ganav, the criminal, he exclaimed, he says, last year you fined me for stealing at night. Now you fine me for stealing during the day. Your Honor, how do you expect me to make a living? So judges have a tough job, courts are important, but at the end of the day, the important thing is that we live in a society based on justice, not just of others, but of ourselves as well. Keep that in mind as we turn now and we rise for the chanting of the Aleinu, which we can find in our Siburim and our prayers, page 272. Please rise.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon ha'kol, ateinu l'aleu v'reshit, v'roa t'amidu v'yarasot,
So God, we therefore hope in you. Hope that you will help us to see that time when the glory of your might, when all the abomination of the earth will be removed, when all idolatry will be abolished, when humanity shall call upon your name and shall be perfected under the kingdom of heaven. Then the words of the prophet shall come to pass. That day the Lord shall be one, and God's name shall be one.
Kakatsu v'toratecha, Adonai yimloch le'olam ha'ed, v'ne'emar, le'aya Adonai, le'melech avo ha'aretz, bayom hahu, yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo
We're seated as our thoughts turn now to those loved ones who are no longer here yet who still are very much a part of our lives. As on this Shabbat, we know that in the coming week, we observe the yard sites of Joan Berman, of Stanley Carr, of David Casper, Ellen Casper, Sidney Feldman, Gail Friedman, Gail Greenberg, Barbara Jacobs, Harry Kaufman, Judith Kravitz Bauman, Barbara Mann, Penelope Ruth Miles, Harriet Offit, Elaine Rossman, Esther Schneider, Diane Stern, Sheldon Wilkes, and Philip Wolitzer. We also mourn the recent passing of Sylvia Potomac, sister of Sandra Shemmer, of Alan Sherman, husband of Claire Sherman, of Barbara Rosenthal, mother of Susie Guardia, and of Elaine Hollander, mother of Lois Hollander. Zichronam livracha. May the memories of all of our loved ones be for a blessing as we turn now to the Kaddish on page 276, inviting those who are saying the Kaddish to rise as we magnify and sanctify God's holy name. Let us pray. Yitgadal, Yitgadash, Yom V'chayechon u'vyomechon v'chayei Obey Yisrael. Klal Izman Karim V'yomru Amen. Yehei Shmei Abam V'vorach V'yolam V'yomei V'mayah. Yiborach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitromah V'yitnaseh. V'yitadar V'yitaleh V'yitalal Shemei V'yisham Rehu. V'yelom Minkom Birchata V'shirata. Tush Bechata V'nechamata. Davirat V'yamah V'yibru Amen. Yehei Shlomo Rabba Bin Shemaya. V'chayim Aleinu V'yam Kol Yisrael. Amen. Oseh shalom be'olam, u'ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yivru. Amen. May the one who causes us to reign, may the one who causes peace to reign in the heavens above, cause peace to descend upon us, upon Israel, and upon all the earth. Let us say Amen. Tomorrow morning, the Devar Torah will be given in our Shabbat morning services by Fred Jacobs, and next week by Eric Rapps. Please know that that by now everyone should have gotten their high holiday packet in the mail. You can also fill it out by going to the website, and please don't forget to submit your names to the website by September 4th for the Book of Remembrance. In a few weeks, we'll be having our Back to Shul barbecue on Friday night, September 8th, 5:30 to 6:30. Please be sure to register for that in time to be able to join us. And also, some of you may have noticed the email we sent out this week. B'nai Tzedek is in the running for a few different categories in the Best of Washington. So you can take a look. We'll be sending out again in the Garrett and have a chance to participate at that time in the survey. So with that, we wish everyone a Shabbat Shalom. We'll follow with the Kiddush and Motzi. But first, let us join together in the singing of Yigdal, page 278 in our prayer books.
יגדל אלוקים חי וישתבח, נמצא בעיניהם מציאותו, אחד ואין יחיד כייחודו, נעלם וגם אין סוף לאחדותו. אין לו דמות הגוף ואינו גוף, לא נערוך אליו קדושתו, הרמון בכל דבר אשר נברא, ראשון וראשית לראשיתו. הינו אדון עולם וכל נוצר, יורה גדולתו מלכותו, שפת נבואתו נתנו, אל אנשי סגולתו ותפארתו. לא קם בישראל כמו שאול, נביא ומביט את אמונתו, תורת מנתן ליעמוד, היה נביאו נאמן ביתו. לא יחליפהם ולא ימיר דתו, לעולם מזולתו, צופה ויודע צאתנו, מביא לסוד דבר וקדמתו, קומל לאיש חסד כמפעלו, נותן לרשע רע כרישתו, ישלח בקץ ימין משיקנו, לפתור מקרקעי ישועתו. מתים יחיה ברוב חסדו, ברוך עדי עד שם מילתו. מתים יחיה ברוב חסדו, ברוך עדי עד שם תהילתו.
We rise for our closing words of blessing. May it be your will, O Lord our God, Shabbat Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu. The peace and comradeship, harmony and love may abide among us, so that we may truly bring justice and peace to our world. Let us say Amen.
Amen.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.